You know without you I'm so lonely. When you're not here 911 calling. Into your heat again I'm darling you baby.
Hi, we're three K-pop darlings, just chatting K-pop. I'm Mama J,
Missy,
and Baby Game. That was weird, we were in order.
yeah.
Yeah.
And granted, no matter what, if I'm hosting, we would be in
In
order.
order. That's
That's
true.
weird.
Alrighty, welcome back.
Can't tell what we're doing today. 17.
Yay!
This
This one took me forever to learn, and I'm so excited because now I know.
Yes.
It was very hard.
Oh, I love 17. So I'm leading this. I am just a normal carrot. I am not veteran carrot. I am not baby carrot. I am still learning. So please bear with us. But I did make this shirt. It makes me happy. I have a home run on this shoulder because it's my favorite. And Aju Nice because heaven knows.
Why not?
Yeah, it's a great song.
Why not?
Unless you're at their concert.
Yeah, unless you're at
Then
their
it-
concert.
Then it starts to.
Go on forever. Which as fans, I don't think we mind. The security
do.
and as 17 themselves, I feel like they kind of worry.
I mind.
I want to go home. Okay,
There's so
so
many people.
Alright,
how do we want to start this?
I like we start all the other ones with the members.
Yes, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So, woohoo. Okay, so I'm going to start this one actually slightly different.
Okay,
Okay.
go for it.
So, first things first. 17, the name.
Yep.
Does anybody know why it's 17?
I do.
Okay. Why?
So, 17. The reason they have their name. There are 13 members
Uh-huh.
and 3 units,
Uh-huh.
and they equal 1 group. So 13 plus 3 plus 1 equals 17.
Exactly.
I'm so smart.
So,
K-pop math.
K-pop math.
There you go.
Yes. But actually, the original reason they had 17 was because they did actually have 17 trainees
That's true. Yeah.
back in 2012 when they kept telling them, we're going to let you debut. We're doing this show. We're going to let you debut.
You. Yeah. And it
Then
did
in
not end up like that.
2015, when they finally debuted, there was only 13.
Yeah.
But now we have that math, and I like that math. So it's the only math I will do.
It's the only math I know.
Yeah. And
So, is it...
uh-huh.
So they were named 17 because there were 17 of them.
Yes.
But over time, people left.
Yes.
4 people.
Yes.
And they just had so used to being called 17 that being called 13 wasn't an option.
The members just wanted to keep 17. I think that is partially because there is at least 2 of the members, if not more, that their favorite number is 17.
Oh.
So I think it was kind of like, oh, we like 17. And I feel like 17 rolls a lot better than 13. So it's like, okay.
And 13 kind of sounds like you're going to grow out of it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and think of where they are now. Like,
Mhm.
we're down the road a bit.
17 fits. I feel
Yeah.
like 13, they would have more felt like, yeah, they'd grow
'Cause
out
you
of
know.
it. And depending on which culture you're from, 13 can be a very unlucky
yeah.
number.
Unlucky.
So 17 is good. So we like that.
Okay, 17.
Yay. And then I will go over the fandom real quick. The fandom is carrots. That is C. Oh, that was not a C. C-A-R-A-T. In American Sign Language. Not great at this, but I'm going to try. And the colors for carrot, and technically 17, is rose quartz and serenity, which is kind of light blue. So,
We're
it's-
repping today.
yeah, we're trying. I know my shirt isn't the right color, but when you find a shirt on sale for $1 and you decide you want to make a 17 shirt, you just go for it. So, now we're going to go over the members and kind of also talk about their names versus
Before we go there,
Okay.
I really liked when I asked why they were called carrots. How you explain that? Because I think that's really cool.
Yeah, I forgot that I should explain.
There's a
Why
reason
carrot?
behind that.
Yes,
So,
we've had this discussion before. I think
Have
on
we?
this channel.
yeah, I'm pretty sure we have, but I'll go over it again. So, the reason that the fandom name is Carrots is because one of the first songs that 17 did was talking about diamonds. And so, if you know anything about diamonds, it's called the 3 C's, even though carrot in diamonds, it starts with a K. But a carat is usually the size and one of the things that makes a diamond worth something. So 17 loved the name Carrot because it's the meaning. It is what keeps them going. It is
The
a
value.
worth and value. So that is one of the reasons. I believe their debut album is 17 Carat. I'm probably wrong on that. They have a lot of albums,
Yeah.
which I have all of them except 3 right now. That's okay. I'll get them all.
Anyway, carrot. I just like the idea that their fandom was the value of 17.
Yeah, I remember this conversation.
It's all coming back to you now.
Yeah.
So coming back to me now. Okay, that was not K-pop, that's fine. Okay, so now we're going to talk a little bit about the members and the meanings of their names and the meanings of their stage names, if they have a difference. So we are starting off with the leader himself, S.coups, or I usually just call him Scoops because I like just scoops.
She just wants a scoop of him.
Yeah, always. I love that man. I just want to scoop him up and hug him. He's not even my bias. I just love scoops. So
I don't think he's anyone on this table's bias.
No, I don't think so. But we still love you, S.
Yeah.
You're still
And
awesome.
he's a great leader.
He is. He is a phenomenal leader, even though he didn't want to be the leader.
Oh, I don't
originally.
blame you.
There are moments where I'm like, whoa, dude, chill. Because I think he's not as diplomatic as some other leaders are. But his fierceness works in his favor when it comes to defending them as a group.
Definitely.
And them members. So, yeah. Anyway, S.coups.
So, S.coups, his name means that they will have success over their rivals. Why it means
Which
that?
has definitely happened.
It is definitely happened. So the S in S.coups can stand for 17 or his real name, which is Songchul.
He doesn't like
And-
his full name.
Yeah, he doesn't always like his full name. That's okay.
I
So
don't know, it's like my full name.
I don't like my full name.
I love your full name.
I do like your full name, but at the same time, I never call you by your full name.
Yeah.
But right now, she's just Baby Kate.
Yeah.
But the coups part of it is actually stands for coup de grace, which is French. And so that is the success over their rivals. So some people say the S in S.coups is 17. S is for 17. Some say it's for Songchul. I just believe he's amazing. We love him as a leader. One of the things that I like to find out, this is really weird, I love to find out if they can drive or not. I don't know why. It's just one of those.
I'm
like,
pretty sure he
cool,
can.
He can.
Yeah.
He
I've seen
is
him drive.
one of the driving members. He has his license.
Don't almost
But
all
don't
of them?
all of them? No.
Most.
Okay.
Most.
I was like, I think I've seen most of them drive.
Most.
But yeah.
There's a few of them
V8.
that either I don't know.
Someone should never be allowed to drive. Just saying that. We'll get there.
Yes. But there are a few that I'm not 100% sure on. Feel free to comment if you do know that they drive and I did not mention it, because I do have that in my notes. And also, S.coups emoji is banana. Cherries.
Oh, I was about to.
The man loves cherries. I feel that.
I don't blame him. Cherries are good.
Facts. And so when you see cherries, usually in anything 17, it is symbolizing Scoops. And then the next member we have is Johan.
He's an angel.
He is, and this
He's
is actually
no. Okay, so I take that back. He looks like an angel. He looks like an angel.
That's actually his emoji
He's
too.
Yeah, that's true.
All right.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
is known as the Angel of 17.
Yeah.
Bro's like
Except
a
for
passenger
that.
princess.
Except for that, he could be one of the most.
He's in this tiny little unit.
I'm just saying, he's the devil in disguise sometimes.
He is the embodiment of the Elvis song.
Oh yeah, literally. Oh my gosh. But he's the devil in disguise.
Oh, definitely.
And I love him. But something I thought was really interesting is, of course, his real name and his stage name are the same.
Yeah.
But one of the meanings of his name can mean like the galaxy or Milky Way. So I'm like, oh, he really is an angel because it like means from above.
He comes from the cosmos.
And he can drive.
Yes. Yeah.
Which
But
is
he prefers to be the
passenger princess. Don't we all?
Especially
No.
when it's Hyungwon.
You're like, no. I'm like,
No,
no,
I wanna
I'll be
drive.
the passenger princess.
I would love to drive, bro.
You'll get there. You're getting there.
Yeah.
I drive everybody around.
I know.
This is true.
See, I think
If you've seen our videos of us on our trip, half of it is her in driver's seat and half of it is me.
It's because she drives to the places where I'd probably cry if I get into traffic.
and there's so much more I can say about Jonghan,
Yeah.
but I'm trying to keep this short, and then I keep scrolling and I see some of the other members, and I'm sorry, Jonghan, I would have notes. That's because his is so long. Okay.
Okay, but really quickly before we move on from him, I
Oh,
think
yes.
he's adorable. He
Oh, he's
really,
definitely
truly, he comes across as you look at him and you think he's like this little angel baby, and we've done the boys, and he's very angel baby new, kind of, right?
Uh-huh.
But then you see him interact, and he's like hilarious
He's
and
like,
funny,
Oh
and
gosh, yes.
he comes across
He's the
as
corporate of chaos.
yeah, like, but then he is also like this really staunch friend. Like he
Yeah.
will stand by you,
Yes.
right?
He's
just
very loyal.
very, very loyal. Anyway, he's a really cute boy.
I do love Jonghan.
Again,
So-
none of our bias.
No. I feel bad. Like, we're just going through, I'm like, oh wow.
Yeah.
I love every single member. I will say that. I just have favorites.
And the thing about it is that it's like asking someone, well, like asking a parent to pick their favorite child, which doesn't exist. And if you're not a parent, you don't get that. But, or it's like, it's just hard.
Yeah.
But I love them all. Just some of them catch your eye first.
Facts.
And go.
Okay, next is Joshua. So, his stage name is his American name. His family is very Christian, which he used to actually be part of the, like a gospel choir at his church. So I
In
think
LA?
That's awesome. Mhm.
Cool.
Before he moved over to Korea. His Korean name is Hong Jisoo.
And now we know why he goes by Joshua.
Exactly. And his emoji.
The deer.
It is a deer! Because fans and other people say he looks like a deer. And it's kind of
He
he
is
does
very
kind of
deer
have
to
that
me.
cute little face. We love Joshua. He
Oh,
is
Shua is one of.
oh,
Okay, Shua's my bias.
yes.
Just
Shua is just he's so
I love
precious.
him so much.
Adorable.
And like just he seems
And
so sweet.
He does. He comes across as like this
He is
sweet,
super sweet.
kind, very considerate young man. And then,
You
and
see?
then he turns out to be the wackadoo of the group.
I know. I absolutely love that, like, anytime they play a game, he's, like, standing there and they're explaining it, and then it's like, what did they say? And nobody tells him what is going on. So he almost gets out almost every time the first round because he doesn't know what
Because he
the
hasn't a
crap is
clue
going on.
what's going on.
I don't
And I
know.
love it. But I don't blame 17 for doing that, being as the way he responds to some of their other things, it's just like
They want him to be silly.
they want him to be silly, and he's just very direct at some of the things.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't immediately make sense,
Well, and there
Okay.
was that language barrier when he first got there, and I think they took advantage of that and made it so that, you know, he didn't understand the game. And therefore,
It gave them
It gave them
entertainment.
yes. And then there's the whole thing of the name for pork belly. I think that's what it is in Korean. If you directly translate it, means pigeon meat or seagull meat. Seagull meat. So Joshua was trying to ask, I believe it was Jonghan, like, oh, is that what it really is? And he's like, oh yeah, that's totally what it is.
and here you go.
And
This
Joshua
is
didn't
Joshua
know.
believing him and Jungwoo being the devil.
Yeah, and then, you know, so Vernon orders it. And Joshua's like, are you really gonna eat that? Oh yeah, dude, it's delicious. And that is, I just love them. Okay, this is a very unhelpful guide to 17.
Very unhelpful.
Unhelpful,
Yes.
not great, but we still love them.
I don't think any of ours are like.
No, all of ours are pretty unhelpful if we're gonna be honest.
Yeah.
But we're gonna share our favorite things of them, so
Yes.
that's why.
All our favorite things.
Yes.
Joshua. My favorite thing.
He's adorable. He's not my favorite thing. We'll get there. Next is June.
My other favorite thing!
Oh my gosh.
They're Beckons.
So-
And I don't ever call him June. I just call him my June baby.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He's so cute.
That's so true.
So it is June is his stage name, but it's technically part of his full name,
Yeah.
which is Junhui. And June means good looking.
And he is.
Yes. And Hui means can improve more. So he can improve on being more good looking. I don't know how, but he'll do it.
He has.
He has. Like
Yeah.
seriously, like
Okay,
watching.
just watch a regular 17 video and then go watch Psycho or Limbo or.
Facts. Ooh, I love Limbo though, because he sings it in Chinese. Mm.
Psycho too.
Psycho too.
Yeah, too. True.
And he is
But I
Chinese,
just love it.
and we didn't mention this, but Joshua is American.
Oh yeah.
He's from LA.
Joshua's from LA, which is why he has an American name.
Yes.
And June is from China.
Yes, June is from
Chinese.
China, and his representative emoji is a cat with a smirk. It's not just a cat. It's a cat with this like face. I don't know exactly why, but
I get that.
yeah.
Because sometimes I think he's the hidden one. Like,
Uh-huh.
have you ever noticed that at the games, when they're playing the games, he kind of is always like the last person, but then he like shocks you all,
Uh-huh.
right?
He's very mischievous.
Yeah, he's a cat.
He is a cat. He's a mischievous cat. And he used to be a child actor.
This is true.
These are just the random little notes I took.
And does he drive?
I don't know. It didn't say on the thing.
I
was
wondered
looking
because he's foreign.
at. Yeah.
I think
I'm not
Joshua
sure.
drives.
I don't know. That also wasn't listed on the site
Oh.
I was looking at.
I don't know. I can't remember.
So,
I swear I've
let us
seen
know.
Joshua drive.
I'm like,
But it might have been Juhan. And then I
Well-
was just thinking it was Joshua because, well,
And I will say
They're
further
like-
along in this, it did not say on the site I was looking at that DK drives, but DK does drive.
I've seen him drive.
Yeah. So,
Anyway,
this
so
is
maybe.
just,
So June
Oh.
doesn't drive, and he and
And
Joshua
Joshua
are
does.
super cute.
they're adorable. That just means you get to drive, they get to be the passenger princesses. That's fine. That's just fine.
I don't mind driving.
Now for Hoshi.
And if you didn't already know, someone on this panel is the Hoshi fan.
We do love the Hoshi. So, it is obviously his stage name.
Yeah.
And it was given to him It was passed around, actually. A few other members were considered for it, but Hoshi ended up with it. And
It fits him.
it totally fits him. In Japanese, Hoshi means star,
Yeah.
which fits him. And Hoshi is a shortened version of the Korean word which means tiger's gaze. So, yeah.
Okay.
And his real name is Soon-young. And
Soon.
yep, Busuk-soon. Because we love them.
And we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Oh, yes. And apparently one of his other nicknames, which I thought was really interesting, is 1010. Because of the way his eyes are angled.
Oh, yeah.
It's like 1010. I was like, that was interesting, so I had to put it in there. And then, of course, his emoji, tiger. And he
Of
can't
course.
drive,
Yes.
Yes.
which is kind of scary. I love him.
Because he is so
Tiger. He's everywhere.
everywhere. But we have talked about Hoshi before because he is one of Baby K's favorite people. And we've talked about his dance, which is phenomenal. And all of those things. But I'm going to share a very embarrassing thing about me and Hoshi.
I'm ready.
So remember when I said it took me a really long time to learn 17? Well, the very first time Baby K ever showed me 17, Hoshi was like white blonde. Like white blonde.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay?
This
And
is
I
that era.
am looking at this person and I kept saying to Baby K, are you sure that's a guy? But I didn't think it was a girl either. Like, it was so non-binary for me. I'm like, I don't get this.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, cause like he totally stands out. Just the way he moves, he's just phenomenal, right? He just stands out, and so like every time I'm caught by white blonde hair and dance moves, and I'm so like confused about who is this person. And all this time I'm like, Baby K, I don't get this. Who's this person? And she would say, it's Hoshi. Now I can't do blonde Hoshi in any way. Otherwise, I have PTSD about this whole meeting Hoshi for the first time on video and thinking that he wasn't a person, that he was non-binary. And I'm like, okay, Korea is so open and inclusive.
I really wish it was. But
I'm like, wow, look at this group.
yeah. Well, and the other thing that a lot of people struggled with is Jonghan, which, yes, we already talked about him. He had that long, beautiful hair.
His long hair.
And
but
so many people were so confused. They're like, is that a girl in the group?
Because it really
Because-
is. It is longer than my hair
Oh,
now.
it
It's
was
longer
like-
than Baby K's
It
hair.
was like, gorgeous and long.
Gorgeous.
And not like, all long, pull it up in a band long.
Like,
it actually
was-
like Farrah Fawcetted.
Oh, I know. Like, it had volume. It had all the things. And I'm not going to lie, when I
It's better
first-
than mine.
Oh yeah.
When-
Oh yeah. It was gorgeous hair.
The first time I watched anything by 17 was Monse. Like, so very school, and I'm sitting there and I'm watching it. I'm like, how many people are in this? Like, it was just very confusing because I was like, hang on. Because I had gone from watching things with EXO, which had a lot of things.
Yeah.
Missy too loves EXO,
Yes.
and she was trying so hard to get me into K-pop. She showed me that, and I was like, "There's a lot of guys. There's a lot of wow, his hair." Like, I was just enthralled with the fact that his hair was so long because I like to keep mine so short. I was like,
He could
How
have
does
done
he do
70s shampoo commercials.
oh my gosh, I wish I would have gotten like videos of Jonghan with his long hair doing the Fabio stuff. That would be perfect. Just saying.
Anyway.
Okay, now
Sorry.
we're gonna.
I apologize, Hoshi, if you ever see this, which you won't, but I apologize. I love you so much.
Hoshi, you are fantastic. Okay, now we are going to Unu. So
Not my bias, but lives in my heart forever. This
I
boy.
love him. His name is his real name, and it means helping people with a rounded heart.
So Wanu.
Makes sense.
His emoji is just a cat. He has the normal cat.
He does.
He doesn't come across with cat vibes for me though.
Really?
It depends.
Not really.
So depends on what area you see him the most.
Or which member you see him with. Have you ever noticed he's a different
Yeah.
person with each member?
He plays off of them
Yeah.
and their energies. I love it.
Yeah.
Which makes sense of why he would be a cat. I feel he's not the mischievous cat. He's just one of those like, oh hey, another person. Okay.
He's like, ooh, cat.
Yes. And then he has a license, but something I thought was interesting that was noted on the website I was looking at said he is internationally licensed,
Oh, good boy.
which means he can
Wow.
drive in multiple
Multiple
different countries. So
Good on you.
I'm so proud of you.
Come here, drive on over.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
love it. And also he does not have the best eyesight.
No.
No, he doesn't.
I
Not
love
by his
him.
own admission.
He is
I don't blame him. And neither
Yeah.
do I. I
Yeah.
have glasses.
I
wear them
wear
every day.
contacts. He does not like contacts. He has never had his
This
eyes
is
Me
fixed.
either.
This is true, and he does wear them sometimes when he's performing, but most of the time
Most of
when
the
you
time-
when you see him outside of stage, he's
Oh yeah,
wearing
he's
his glasses.
always wearing his glasses.
And oh my gosh,
Unless he is performing when he is at a concert. I always find it funny because every time all of us are always like at any concert, oh my gosh, they noticed me.
One is like,
Manu noticed you, he didn't. The man cannot
he can't see you.
He's like, there's blobs of humans, but he can feel your energy, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
However, he cannot see you. So I am sorry if you're like, he made eye contact with me, he smiled. He didn't make eye contact with you, he cannot see you.
unless you're like really
Unless
close.
you're like, well, if there's a video of him and they're trying to show him the music video, and he's sitting about 2 or so feet away from the screen. He can't see it. He has to go like this. He can't see you. But he loves all of us.
Yes.
So anyways,
And I think he's one of the strongest members of
Oh,
this
yeah.
group. He's quietly there for everyone. He's overcome quite a bit in his own personal life,
Oh,
and I
definitely.
watch him be like that underlying pedestal of strength for for all of the members of 17.
he's strong. So, the real meaning of Woozy's name, he was given that by his company.
Mhm.
And what it means is, it's a shortened version of our Jihoon.
Oh,
So it's the U from our, and then G from Jihoon. So a lot of times if you actually listen to the way they pronounce it, it's Uji.
aw.
And so I will probably still call him Woozy because
Uzi.
it has the W, but you might hear random things about that.
Well, right. So if because we don't say W in Korean, if it's Uzi, then I'm like, you poor thing, you're a gun.
Uzi. Uyang.
Uzi, Uyang.
He's just a gun. And he is a gun. He's
One.
small, compact, has a lot of energy and firepower. He's a gun.
I love him. He's adorable.
And their energy.
Yeah, like whew. And so he has a few nicknames. And one of them is his emoji, which is rice. His other nickname is tofu because he's very white. If you ever look at all of
comparatively,
their
this is true.
hands,
Yes.
he is very pale comparative to everyone else.
It's like
But
you.
even then, and then this might be because we are seeing the digital version of this, but even then, he's really pale, even compared to people like, well, the two of you, her.
You.
I'm pale.
Me and
she's-
him are probably about the same
Same.
paleness.
I'm not that pale.
You're
I'm
not.
No, you're not.
No.
You're not.
I'm not.
You
I
are
am.
a brown person
I am.
on a given day. when
I'm
it's
white.
not winter.
Yeah, I'm white or
Bro, I've
red.
been the same shade all year.
It's because
It's because I don't go outside.
If you went outside, you'd be a brown person.
And that is why Woozy doesn't have a lot of pigment.
I don't blame him.
He is an indoor cat, and I love him.
So am I.
And the thing that I thought was really interesting, which we all know, so 17 is a self-produced group.
Yes.
They do their own stuff, and about 80% of it is actually
Woozy.
all done by Woozy.
Yeah.
Like the writing of the lyrics, the music, the
production.
production,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
About
The
80%.
boy is so freaking talented.
He
Yes.
is.
And have you heard him sing?
Oh, fun fact. He was not originally part of the vocal line. He was supposed to be part of the performance unit.
But that makes sense too.
Mhm.
But
But being
he's
as
weird.
he writes all of the
That,
songs,
that makes sense.
they're like, no, we're gonna make you part of the
What?
we're gonna make you the leader of the vocal unit because
yeah,
they
that makes
need a
sense.
driving force. I'm like,
I feel like that'd be weird if he was in the performing unit.
yeah,
Well,
looking
because
at
we're
it
so
now,
used to it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I get where the company's coming from.
That's true.
I agree. Now we shall go on to the 8. Who, fun fact, this is not the correct age
order.
order at
Should be
this point
DK,
because it should
but-
be DK. However, if we do it this way, the 8 is the 8th member,
Yes.
and that's how he prefers it.
Correct.
And DK was like, "Yeah, I'll switch you because DK
Why
is
not?
a lovely human."
He is a ball of sunshine.
He is. But the 8,
The 8. Be still my heart.
obviously, that is not his real name.
Bro is talented.
He is ridiculously talented. The 8 is his stage name.
Yes.
It is a very lucky number in Chinese culture.
Yes.
And the
It's my
other
favorite
reason
number.
he loved it is because if you take an 8 and you turn it on its side, it's the
Infinity
infinity
sign.
symbol. So, and he just really, really loves that number.
Yeah.
I don't
So-
blame him. It's my favorite number
It's,
too.
it's a great number.
It is a
So,
great number.
It's
I approve.
versatile.
I think the funniest thing is his emoji is a frog.
But he's so cute.
Sometimes he loves
Hey,
frogs.
frogs can be cute.
Yeah,
I just said
frogs
that.
can be cute.
Hey,
He's so cute.
Sometimes
Don't
he
flex
likes
him.
frogs.
I didn't.
Sometimes Ming Hao is terrified of frogs.
Oh yes.
So that's why I think it's really fun.
real name is Ming Hao.
Oh yeah,
Ming
his real
Hao.
name is Ming Hao.
he's
And
Chinese.
He's Chinese.
He is Chinese. He's one of the 2 Chinese members.
I like his Chinese name.
I do
I
too.
do love his
It's like
Chinese
a-
name.
We call him Ming Hao instead of V8
Mm-hmm. There
because
is,
it's like a easier.
yeah,
roll
I
off
feel
the
like
tongue.
it depends on which context.
It's,
Yeah.
I see him
About
in
him
person. I'll say V8,
Yeah,
but when I'm referring him to like people or like
I
just-
refer to him about
It, like,
70% of the
switches.
time
yeah.
as Ming Hao, but when I am trying to talk to him about with people who do not K-pop,
Yeah.
I'm just like, it's the 8 because trying to get people to understand all of the different things is a little hard, and then they go, didn't you just say that about this member? No, that was Ming Yu. Didn't you just say that? No, that's Ming Hao. This is the
Yes.
other reason I think they had him be the 8.
What do you mean, Ming Yi? No,
Yeah,
not
not
Ming Yi.
Ming
Ming Yu.
Hao.
Ming Hao.
Yeah, like, it happens.
Ming.
Yeah, but I love him. He has a very interesting personality.
Oh, his
does.
personality is lovely.
He is very, I feel like he's very princely
He is.
in a lot of aspects, but he's very chaotic.
True.
He's very honest.
Very honest. And
My
the
favorite clip.
Yeah.
With DK, and he's like, "But what if I die? Then you die."
he's very literal too. I love it. My favorite
Yes.
clip of the 8 is him in the haunted house, just teaching the
And then
ghost
it's,
how to do the left and right dance because it's like,
Why not?
why not? And then they're like, he's teaching the left and right dance. That isn't out yet. Oh, well, that just means that they can't air this until after we've done that.
That
That
comeback.
comeback.
And
That's
then
the
everybody
eight.
else is like screaming
Yeah, everybody else
and
is
everything.
like, no. Everybody's screaming. Everybody's
Everybody's
like,
running, and he's like,
and he's just like, okay, what? Yeah, left hand. I'm like,
I am feeling.
Yeah, and he's just hugging him. I love him.
He's
because
scaring him back.
Yeah, he's scared him back. That's how I do haunted houses. So
I don't do haunted house.
I relate
When
to
I
the 8.
do haunted houses,
Uh-huh.
I tend to speak whatever's on my mind.
That can be a little dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Just
will
a lot.
say about the 8 is that one thing that I really, really like about him is that he has a really amazing fashion sense.
Oh yeah.
And the boy
definitely.
can wear just about
Anything.
anything.
No,
and
everything.
Look great.
Yes.
And he knows how to wear clothes.
Yeah.
oh, definitely.
He knows how
Like,
to.
without-
and he just
He knows how
Without
to
a
style.
stylist. Like,
Yeah.
like just if you see him, just take pictures of just him hanging out. Like even when he's not styled, and we've seen other pictures of people just hanging out, and you know they
Yeah.
weren't styled. He still looks
And the way he
amazing.
styles
Yeah.
himself for their photo shoots that
Oh,
they
yeah.
did,
Mhm.
We're going to
Going
talk about
17?
that when we get to meeting.
Oh yeah. It's just oh.
good, and how he styles everybody else.
Mhm.
Yeah. He's
He
awesome.
styles everybody else.
He styles himself.
He styles.
so
He's
good.
just. He is phenomenal.
He
And we
is.
love him as we love all the members.
Yes, he's very good at
I think we
dancing
keep
and
saying
b-boying.
Oh my gosh, when he had his collarbone injury
Oh, definitely.
and they did super, I loved his choreography. I know it wasn't the full out and he had it like
But the
his arm down, but it just
swagger.
worked.
It works.
It is the thing that I
swagger.
always think about. I'm like, Jay, just oh, he's just phenomenal. Phenomenal dancer, phenomenal everything. Okay, so we talk a lot about 17, so we're gonna have to cut off this episode right here.
Part 2.
Part 2 will be coming up
Next week.
in next week. You know.
Next week.
Yeah, next week. So,
Yeah. So signing off from Mama J.
Missy.
And Baby K.
Peace out.